Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys have all been very well. Within this video, I'm actually going to get straight to the point. Basically, why business owners out there, like you, should be branding themselves online in 2020. Now, again, this falls off the back of a video I posted last year about personal branding and why it's so important in the year 2019, and as a collective, why we all should be branding ourselves online. And yeah, it's so much more important or more pertinent these days for business owners specifically, and I'll explain why. Now, I've been going through a lot of questions when I go catch up with friends and family, or even with people who are looking to take us on board as being part of their social media dynamic in their business. And a lot of them ask me, why should I be posting online about myself? Like, who cares about who I am? And I go, what? What's the question? Essentially, they don't know whether or not they should be branding themselves online. And by default, it should be yes. Absolutely, you should brand yourself online. Now, the reason being is because a lot more people these days, and you'll see a lot more of the community, are wanting to understand who the brand is, what the face is, what the visionary is of the brand itself. They don't necessarily want to know too much about the business. Yeah, they want to know that their business can solve a problem, someone else's business, but they want to know the essence of the visionary behind it. They want to know the person, what they stand for, what their morals, what their values and what their beliefs are, and if they align with it. I had a good conversation with a good friend of mine, soon to be a client, and she was saying that, I do these amazing things, I'm so passionate, I stay back 3, 4, 5 hours after work just so I can get this done for the people who I serve in this community village, I'll call it real estate as an example. And she goes, I don't know if I should be branding myself online. I don't know if I have the right voice. I just can't do it. And the first thing that comes to mind is, like, we all go through this. Even I go through this as well. Even just sitting in front of this camera right now, I still have my ums and ahs as to whether or not I'm doing it right. When you speak from the heart, when you speak from passion, and when you speak from just real enthusiasm, the way that this person here was speaking, I could just really tell that other people on the other side of the world who can come in and possibly purchase real estate from them would really love to know why these people stand, what they stand for, why this general manager is so passionate about her job, and what she can really do to help other people who are wanting to move in can enjoy the experience that she can provide. So again, we all go through these blocks. Again, I'm very guilty of it, but if you're able to build that brand and build that presence around what you are, why you do things the way you do, what you stand for, it's going to go a long way for, again, from a prospect over into a customer. There's all that sales point. Tony Robbins speaks about 25 plus touch points before get a prospect over into the sales or to converting them. Why not leverage social media and take care of the 24 touch points, where on the 25th they're calling you up because they've seen who you are, they've seen what you stand for, they've seen just the type of person you are, and they want to do business and they want to engage with you and close the sale. So again, that's why it's so important. That's why I think that business owners out there should at least brand themselves online, just really show who they are, their essence. As an example, if you're an introvert, and there's differences between introverts and what they should branding themselves online versus extroverts who are sitting in front of a camera right now and just going to town. So for your introverts, what I would recommend, and again, just to slowly ease yourself into building your brand, just jump onto creating blogs. You've got so much valuable information inside there that you can give to a lot of people out there through the written format. If you feel a little bit more comfortable in starting to progress and build out your personal brand, then look to leverage off podcasts, whether or not you want to start your own, or if you want to be able to be a part of someone else's community and network, and how you can give value. Jumping onto a podcast is quite easy, and again, it's not very confronting or putting yourself in that uncomfortable situation, which again you are. You're just having a one-to-one conversation with the person across the other side of the table who's asking basic questions. And again, once you start to get into your flow, into your rhythm, you'll start to be a lot easier in terms of giving out the value and giving out the content when you're doing it. So yeah, again, for those who are extroverted, be sure to use use the camera, use Facebook Live, use Instagram Live, jump onto YouTube Live and start to put out the content there. Again, for those who are really good in front of the camera, just start to really eat it up. Start to execute, because you're really good. You get excited when you're in front of a camera. You can really give value out there in the community. It's only a matter of time before you do. So again, for those who aren't necessarily too sure whether or not they're an introvert or an extrovert, there are really good tools out there to use that you can really see what profile type you are. And in this instance, using the Myers-Briggs test, that's a really good just tool to start off with. See where you sit. And for me, I'm an ENFP. I won't go into too much detail, but you'll find out exactly what type of profile you are and how you can start to leverage off your strengths. There are other tools out there. a good friend and a mentor of mine, Phil, has actually got me going through what's called the Gallup's test, I believe, which basically identifies your top 10 strengths and then how you can really start to leverage that and scale that out so you can become a better version of yourself. So again, there's so many tools out there. We can go into a little bit more depth down the track, but hey, the intention of this video is just to give an encouragement to business owners out there who are questioning whether or not they should be branding themselves online. Again, I hope this is of value, guys. I hope you guys understand the importance as to why you should be branding yourselves. And if you are an introvert and extrovert, I've hopefully given you guys some examples on what you can do to leverage it and get out there in 2020. Anyway, hope this is of value. I think I've said that about a million times. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys as well have any questions or queries, or just want to know what else you want to be able to learn from this channel, just comment down below. If you enjoy this content and you really want to hear more, be sure to hit the subscribe button. That being said, I'm actually going to have some lunch. Well, not lunch, it's dinner time, but I'm going to have some dinner, and I'll catch up with you guys very soon.